everyone! Today is an exciting day! We are combining today and we should be able to get finished. So while I let this thing warm up, we're going to go ahead and clean these windows because they are dirty. Oh, out of glass cleaner. Not the greatest because I ran out of glass cleaner, but it'll work for the day. First pass of the day. Speed everything up a little bit more. So it's pretty warm out already, but we're going to go ahead and take a test, and we do have a slight breeze, so that's going to help our case a fair bit. So yeah, we're going to do a moisture test, and then we're going to check behind the combine, making sure everything is threshing out okay, and that we're not leaving out any grain on the ground. Alright, we should have a pretty good sample by now. So I just checked the moisture and we are more than dry on that. And we seem to be all okay here. So moisture's good and we're not leaving anything out the back. So we are good to go. I was never really concerned about the moisture of the grain. It's just one of those things that you'd rather be 100% sure about than accidentally mess up and you've got too wet of grain. But with it being really warm out, it's not really a big concern. That's the end of tower number 3. We've got 2 more towers to go. The nice thing about doing crop on irrigation pivots is that the rounds get shorter and shorter every time. Because really all we got is 2, maybe 3 more hours worth of work to do. Like the towers that are the closest to the irrigation pivot point are going to be the shortest and the quickest to do. This morning my dad finally finished swathing the canola, so when we're done with the winter wheat, we're going to be moving on to canola. And with the canola, that'll be a little closer to home, so the trips won't be nearly as far. And the canola seems to be doing good too. like canola. It's actually my top 3 favorite crops, so I'm looking forward to combining that. So stay tuned for videos of combining canola. I don't really want to set my drone up again because there's a hawk right on the irrigation pivot. Just right there. And honestly, I don't feel like losing a drone today because they're not exactly cheap. I mean, sure, mine is cheap compared to what it could be, but when I was in college, we actually had a lecture on drones in agriculture. They were teaching us all about different kinds of drones, from photography to GPS to spraying, and all of their different applications. I mean, they were showcasing some of the drones that they used at the college, and they were showing us $80,000 to $100,000 drones. I'd hate to be the one to crash one of those. Out of that whole lecture, I think my favorite drone was the one that took scans of topography and elevation. And the reason why I liked that one so much was because it looked like a B-2 bomber. And that drone was made mostly out of foam, so if you crashed it, you could just replace the wings or whatever pieces, because a lot of them came in different segments where if you did crash, it could easily be replaced. Because a lot of the time these drones are expensive because of all the sensors that are in them. But that was a cool lecture. To this day, that was probably my favorite lecture in all of college. At least I think that was the one that was taking scans of elevation and topography. All I know is that the drone that I liked the most out of that whole lecture was the one that looked like a B-2 bomber. I was a little too far over and didn't get lined up on the middle, and it overfilled on one side, and I thought I could swing the auger around, but turns out I just poured it over the edge even more, so don't got very much more now. Working on my last tower. I see that our hawk friend has got a field mouse. This is our last swath of winter wheat. There's actually 2 hawks out here, not just the one, which is good because they're catching all of the field mice and gophers. And just like that, we are done with the winter wheat. Well, everyone, we're done winter wheat. Next up is canola, so stick around for those upcoming videos. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll see you in the next one.